Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Tony's Picks Daily Dangle here for Friday, January 2nd, 2025. Hey, if you're new to the Tony's Picks Daily Dangle, welcome aboard. Glad you're here joining us as we go down the NHL card. 4-game card, smaller slate today as we head into the weekend. Don't worry, we'll be back again tomorrow. It'll be a massive card tomorrow. 13 games on the slate for tomorrow's slate as we head into the weekend. So, hey, looking forward to the NHL action. Should be a good game today. We got the Winter Classic going in Florida. Not where I expected to ever see a Winter Classic, but hey, they're going to sport one there in Florida, taking on the Rangers, but we'll get to that momentarily. We'll get to Steve, see how he's doing. We'll chat about yesterday's action. Not a bad day on the ice. If you tuned into yesterday's show, we definitely got to some nice dog winners. Penguins game was a nice over, as we talked about. Way over that one.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's pretty much over all day. Like there's a couple of teams right now that are just over or nothing, either bet over or nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
I think goaltenders are getting tired too. I think there's a lot of goaltenders getting tired now too. They're starting to let in that Carolina goaltender yesterday. My gosh, she's not normal. Doesn't normally let in weak ones like that. But I guess every goaltender is going to have their days, right? So
some goaltenders getting overworked as well. Looking at this goaltender for one to that he comes
Riddick.
Riddick getting a lot of work for a backup that's usually not used to this the bulk load of the work. We're seeing some injuries, right? So Ottawa, keep an eye on Ottawa as well. As you've seen yesterday, they gave up a few goals.
Carolina's not, he's struggling.
Couple teams, no Allmark. Don't know how long he's gone for. Carolina's in need of a goalie. It's like, Oilers got a couple. Depending on who you want. There's some teams that have 3 goalies that are ready to get part with one. So we're going to see some moves before the deadline. Some teams that's definitely not settled here, especially it's just injury wise going. And then already we're seeing what's the news out here in the Olympic side of the hockey world. Horvath injured, right? Is what I'm hearing. He might not be able to.
He might not play.
Yeah, might not be able to play. So we got him a replacement. And here we go. Back to juggling. Who are you going to put in there? Is it Bedard or is it angry Sam Bennett? I'm going to say that my vote goes for Bennett. What he's done over the last 3 seasons has been remarkable. My vote, I throw my vote in the hat. We got to put Sam Bennett in there. That's the biggest disc going.
I think Bedard's not on there. It's just there wasn't room on the top 6, and they don't want to play him on the bottom. So I agree. It's probably Bennett. It's going to be in there.
Would be my vote, but hey. Smaller slate. Let's get to today's slate. We got 4 games going. We got Vegas in to take on the Blues. No goalies confirmed for any of these ones so far. That what I'm looking at in these early starts, looking like it's going to be Hart versus Binnington here in this one. I don't know, over to Steve to get us started. What do you like here, Vegas, St. Louis?
If it's Binnington, I got to find a way to play Vegas somehow. I mean, I just can't put my money back on him. I was actually kind of leaning like maybe, Vegas has been struggling, maybe throw a little bit on St. Louis here, but I don't think I can do it with Binnington. I think instead of that, I'll probably just look at like team total over for St. Louis if you can get a decent price, but really not a big fan of this game. Vegas is just not clicking right now, and St. Louis is in desperation mode. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at all if St. Louis takes this game, but their current form, it's hard to back them too. So and with Binnington in that, I'll probably look at first period plays here, like St. Louis first period puck line or something like that. But overall, not my favorite game on the card, that's for sure.
Right, tough one. This is the early one to kick off the day as well. Kicks off at 3 p.m. Eastern. For me, looking at this one, Hart or Binnington here, and I think the price is telling you Vegas is the better squad so far this season. They're hitting their little rut. All teams usually in the NHL at some point hit that little streak where they don't play so well. Be it winter, you get the flu, be it one of those things. But last time out, St. Louis got embarrassed, thoroughly embarrassed, losing by four goals in that one. They got, was it 6-1 in Colorado? But hey, I forgive them for getting blown out in Colorado 6-1. I think everybody's been getting blown out in Colorado this season, so I can forgive that. But what have the Blues done after one of those blowout games? They bounce back. They're very good at the bounce back spot when they get blown out in those games. So for me, I'm looking at the St. Louis Blues here in this spot. I think that's just the value where it is. As I alluded to, off of the embarrassing loss over the last 3 seasons by 4 goals or more, especially to a divisional rival as well. They're 6-0 in the spot. This is also a revenge spot for the Blues, who lost to Vegas earlier. It was a 4-1 loss to Vegas. So what do? Revenging those 3 or goal more losses. 15-5 are these Blues. So I think this is one of those spots that the Blues have been they've been iffy this season. I'm gonna tell you that we've seen some games where it's like, hey, it's that okay, can play some consistency like that. You'll get some wins for the Blues, but we've seen the up and down Blues, and I think we get the good Blues here after that embarrassment, and as you alluded to as well. I guess just doesn't look right now. Dealing with some guys that I think are having some nagging injuries that maybe we're not hearing about, but they're just not at 100%. Maybe they're looking forward to this Olympic break like I'm sure a few teams are. I think it's happy where they are. They're not out of a playoff spot nonetheless. And now you're going to get this big break coming up. I think you got to watch that into this Olympic break, how some teams that are way ahead might take the foot off the gas a little bit, enjoy the rest, and then put the hammer down after the Olympic break as you head into that last playoff push in this. Because it's a different sort of thing. We haven't seen this in a while. A few seasons since we've actually seen that little bit of an Olympic break. So,
yeah, season.
Yeah.
If it's Hofer, I think I will go with you after you give me those stats on St. Louis. My lean was that. It's just a little dicey with Binnington. He hasn't been good this year. But if it's Hofer, I think I'll be on St. Louis.
But Binnington needs to pick up his play anyway. So, and he's that same type of goalie. He can find that spot where he gets up and he's like, I'm going to play good here today.
Yeah.
So. All right. Speaking of the Winter Classic, let's get to it. We got the New York Rangers taking on Florida. No goalies confirmed, but I'm guessing it's going to be Shesterkin, Bobrovsky. I just don't see it being anybody else here in this matchup. And for me here in this one, we've got 2 teams. Well, if you look at the Rangers out on the road, hey, that's where they've played their better hockey this year. Has been out on the road. Here coming into the Winter Classic, both teams will be up for this game. It's an honor to play in these games. They play as a player. They love getting up for these games. But the Rangers haven't been so good last 5 games. Only scoring about 2.6 goals a game. But if you look at Florida, same thing. Not mustering a whole lot of shots in their games. Not giving up a whole lot of shots, but not scoring about 3.2. This has got like 3-2 written all over it. Maybe somebody pops an empty netter. That's why it's at 5-5. I know what cold weather Winter Classics are usually like. Usually they're lower scoring because the puck bounces a little bit in the colder weather, but so like in the warmer climate. I think this will be the first Winter Classic we've seen the puck. I don't know how it's going to run back. Is it going to be a little bit soupy, a little bit sloppy? I don't know. This is going to be an interesting game for me for sure. But you're looking at the 2 teams that, 2 teams that I said are probably that are not bad. Rangers, they need to pick up their play at home. Out on the road, we know they play lights out. This is a tough game. I'm going to go with an under. I think usually Winter Classic games stick with an under. And the Rangers, fresh off that loss last game, I think they pick it up defensively. I think you see that type bigger defensive style game here in this matchup. What do you see head-to-head? We've seen first meeting of the year between these two in Florida. 5-3 the last time we've seen these two. Yeah, I'm going to take give me the under here. I think it's a lower scoring one. I'll grab the under 5.5. I don't know, Steve, what do you like here? Tough game.
Yeah, I actually just saw on Twitter there somebody sent out one of the Rangers players saying the ice is pretty soupy already. It's I think that's slow. That's slow, and it's hard to pass with, and it's just going to slow down the pace. And I'm with you. I like the under here quite a bit. As far as like who's going to take a side, if it's soupy like that, I don't want to. The only thing I would lean Florida simply because that'll make it a grindy game, and I think they have more players to play that grindy game to take this in here. But the price is like minus 160 or something. I don't want to take it in regulation, so. Just give me the under as well. I'd lean a draw maybe too, that type of stuff. If you want to put a sprinkle on that as well, I could see that. But yeah, under for sure for me.
Definitely. We're going to see some funny things from this puck, especially in so soupy late in periods, especially. After that ice starts getting chewed up, you see that last 5 minutes of periods. Need some funky puck dancing, as they say. It could be an interesting game. I'm looking forward to it, though. I'll definitely be tuning in. All right, let's head on over to another pretty good game. Minnesota taking on Anaheim. Just double check, make sure that we got nothing confirmed. Sometimes they update these things quickly, but before we came in, I hadn't seen anything. So I'll just double check for everybody to make sure. Nope, still nothing expected. Gustafson, no stall for the Ducks. What do you think here in this matchup?
I'm just going to keep on riding the wagon that's a Minnesota Wild. I can't. Minus 130, I think it's a good number. Anaheim has been struggling. They've been having difficulty keeping the puck under the net. Dostal has been shaky. I mean, he's going to get back. You know, he's a great goaltender, but I'm not going to catch the fallen knife on whether it's going to be this game or not. So the only thing that has me a little concerned is they have LA the next night, but I still think Minnesota is just a better team, and Anaheim's playing with a lack of confidence right now. So give me Minnesota minus 130.
Right, I kind of lean to Minnesota as well, but I like the under here. 6.5 goals seems like a whole lot for these two teams. Minnesota playing some solid defensive hockey. It's why they're winning games, holding teams to 2 goals or less in plenty of games this season. I'm going to say over 25 plus of their games have been 2 goals or less by Minnesota. They're 20 and 18 to the under. I know the Ducks have been is one of those potent scoring teams, but head-to-head, we've seen 7 and 3 to the under last 10 games between these two teams. The earlier one we've seen this year was a 2-0 win for Minnesota back on November 15th. So for me, it's just one of those games where we've seen Ducks been scoring some goals over the last couple. They're on the trend of, 6 of the last 7 to the over. I'm taking the under here in this one, especially the under 6.5. Minnesota, Anaheim. Minnesota's too good defensively. This feels like Minnesota does the shutdown of the Ducks. Ducks struggle to score here. I wouldn't even mind a team total on Anaheim under as well.
Well, no, maybe not. I think Minnesota team total over might be not a bad look in Anaheim.
Not a bad look either, because this could be a 4-1 game.
Yeah, I want Anaheim to get their confidence back because I really like them as a team, but until I see it, I can't back them right now. I just can't.
And not as a bit. We like the bigger dog price. Come on, we need him to lose a couple more. We need him to fall off a little bit more, and we'll get some bigger plus price. But
that's true too. Yeah,
right. Because when they were up there, the plus 130s, plus 140s, we were on the Ducks. So
plus 155.
Yeah, let them lose a little bit, and we'll get that value back again on them. Go Minnesota. All right, let's so on over to another good game we got here. We got Seattle taking on Vancouver. There's another team struggling to score. The Canucks. Hey, Seattle got themselves a nice little win over Nashville. I think they just got advantage, as I said yesterday in that show. They took advantage of a Nashville team playing good hockey. Just a tough spot. They played a lot of road games. Third game, 4 nights situation as well, and Seattle got them. Seattle now the team that's on the back-to-back spot here in this one. It's looking like it's going to be Demko getting the start. Looking like it's going to be Grubauer here for Seattle in this one. Not confirmed, but that's who I'm expecting to get the start here. What do you like here?
Yeah, it's a 2-18 on back-to-backs, or 1-18 in back-to-backs for Seattle. They won their last one against LA. But I don't think I like the price with Vancouver here either. It's almost a pass with me. Said minus 148. Yeah, I don't like that. I would slightly lean to the under if you can get a 6. I think it could be a real tight game. I would maybe even take the draw. If I'm going back and forth on a game, I kind of like Seattle the way their form right now, but they've been really not very good at back-to-backs. Vancouver, they're getting lots of shots on net, but their court is playing, but it's not. It's Grubauer, right? Grubauer is actually playing well all of a sudden too. Like he's been playing better than he has in a long time in his career. So better on the road as well. So I kind of like, if you can get a 6 out there, I kind of lean to the under in this game. I think that's where I would go.
And for me, I'm going to go the other way. I like the over. Tough to take a side here, as you said. Yeah, Seattle on that back-to-back spot, 1-16, last 17 on the back-to-back spot. But for me, Seattle, after they play some home games for some reason, they played 3 home games there. They got beat Philadelphia, scored 4, lost to the same Canucks squad 3-2. So quick turnaround revenge spot. They scored 5 in a shootout loss to Vancouver, then beat Nashville 4-1. And you'll look after playing a couple games at home, 2 or more home games this season. Seattle is 6-0 to that over, coming out in their first game out on the road, averaging 8 goals in those games. So I'm grabbing over here in this one. 5.5 seems light. But hey, that wraps up the small card. Today, as I said, bigger slate tomorrow brings us to the player prop game of the future. Parlay, leave it up to the capper to decide whether they want to give out here in this spot, and then they'll let you know what they got going over at Tony's Picks, because hey, that's where you can find our best bets and premium plays are over at Tony'sPicks.com. Quick link is in the description. Head on over to Steve. What do you like here, buddy?
Let's go. It's only 2 games, so we'll go a 2-gamer. We'll take the under in the Florida New York Rangers and Minnesota Wild money line in a parlay. I have 2 plays up right now for this card. It's probably all I'm going to have today. So, but I really like them a lot. So you want to check those out. Tomorrow's going to be much more plays for sure. But that's what I got today so far. But that'll be my little parlay for today.
Nice. Little 2-teamer for me. I like that. I like the Wild. So I'm going to take the Wild. I'm going to take St. Louis. And I'm going to throw them in there. So it could be St. Louis and Minnesota, a little 2-team parlay. For everybody. And hey, if you catch this after that early game goes off, guess what? You get a bonus. Give me Minnesota and throw the under in the Winter Classic. Under. So say if you're tuning in early to the Daily Dangle shutout, you get a 3-teamer. You get St. Louis, the under in the Winter Classic, and then you get the Minnesota Wild thrown in there as well. You get it later on because that morning game's gone off. Hey, take the under in the Winter Classic and the Wild as a 2-teamer. And I got 1 play over. My best bet over at Tony's Picks, my NHL Bottle Rocket game of the week. Absolutely love that play here on the NHL this week. My top play of the week. So head on over to Tony's Picks and scoop that up. Small slate, but 1 play I absolutely love. Hey, that wraps it up for Friday as we head into the weekend. But hey, better yet, take advantage of that 2-for-1 cap for most pairs. See me up. Have yourself a big weekend. We said bigger slate on the ice tomorrow. College football, I'm looking at college football pretty much down to 3 games left, 2 in the semi, 1 in the national championship for me. So it's I deep dive a little more into hockey because I've dropped off of sports, so now I can get into hockey a little more than what I started off the year at deep dive in hockey. So you'll see some more volume increase on hockey for me as the season rolls along. So take advantage 2-for-1 cap promotional. Can't go wrong with that, especially on that 3-day pass. Have yourselves a big winning weekend. I can feel it. Steve's heating up. He was hot yesterday. Look at them numbers. So hey, jump aboard over at Tony'sPicks.com.
Let's go, buddy.
Shout out to everybody that joins us here. Hey, Kevin joining us as well. The Wild. We both liked it. I think that's the best pick of the day. Take the Minnesota Wild there. I think we're both loving Minnesota taking on the Ducks. We like the Ducks. Don't get us wrong, but I think it's the Minnesota Wild spot.
I think just about everything's a Minnesota Wild spot right now.
They've been hot. After allowing 2 goals or less, they're 21-2 this season. So
Yeah.
Craziness. Shout out Kevin.
It's good for Minnesota fans too.
Oh yeah. Yep.
They deserve
Tough place to play Minnesota too, right? So hey, that wraps it up. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Appreciate everybody. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. Stay tuned. The happy hour show is 5:15 Eastern. And then we follow that up with the opening line show. And then we got Ramon on the Night Moves show. So definitely stay tuned to the Tony Spix channel. Subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. And hey, let us know what your favorite play on the NHL slate is in the comment section below. Any final words before we head on out, Steve?
No, just I'm going to enjoy that Winter Classic, man. This is what a world we live in when we're watching. You know what? It's so great for the game that we have teams in Florida and stuff now, man. It's growing. I love the fact that the game is growing all over the United States, and it never would have thought about that when I was growing up. They have teams in Florida, so I'm definitely gonna be excited for that, to see it, even if it is kind of a mosh pit or whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is, right? But it's still hockey. We love the hockey, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna enjoy it as well.
Good for them for giving it a shot. My gosh, we gotta have some fun out there. That's what it's all about, right?
That's exactly what it is, right? Bottom line, gotta have a little fun. We're only here for a short time, as they say, not a long time. So definitely have yourself a little fun, everybody. Enjoy the weekend. See you again soon. Take care. Good luck with your bets.